Njai, Grts.
The Gambia Hajj Commission and the Gambia International Airlines invite shortlisted applicants for Hajj guides to an interview at the Hajj Commission office at the Supreme Islamic Council building on MDI Road, Canifing, tomorrow the 31st of August 2013. A release from the Gambia Hajj Commission says the interview shall commence at 9 a.m. and will be done on first-come, first-served basis. The Gambia School Nutrition Association, constituted in 2011 to promote quality school feeding program in schools, recently gathered stakeholders for its annual convergence. The interface, dubbed School Food Service Conference, brings together players in the school health and nutrition areas to brainstorm on ways to promoting food safety and quality in schools, as well as personal hygiene of school food vendors. Samuel Barr has more in this report.
Food safety and quality assurance for school-going children, as well as personal hygiene of food handlers in schools, were two main reasons behind the establishment of the Gambia School Nutrition Association. Founded in 2011, the association advocates for quality school feeding program and providing access to healthy, nutritious meals for school children.
Good nutrition is an important prerequisite for promoting effective learning as well as normal growth and long-term health of school-going children. A well-coordinated and organized food service program can play a very important role in enhancing the nutritional status of school-going children, promote effective learning, long-term health, and reinforce school nutrition policies.
The association collaborates with the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education in the coordination and monitoring of food sold in schools. This annual gathering, dubbed School Food Service Conference, brings together different players in the school health and nutrition areas to discuss ways of promoting food safety and quality in schools, as well as personal hygiene of food vendors in schools.
Besides the annual national conference, SNA also organized regional school food service conferences in the 6 regional education directorates, which bring stakeholders from the regional education directors' offices, regional health teams' offices, and PTA representatives. Each school is also represented by one teacher and one vendor to enhance participation. Several activities and programs have been implemented by the School Nutrition Association geared towards enhancing the quality and safety of meals sold in schools.
The National Nutrition Agency is a pivotal partner of the School Nutrition Association.
Food safety is a real concern in this country. Not only in this country, but across the world, food safety is a real concern. And it is the responsibility of people, particularly, who are engaged in the preparation and selling of foods.
Education officials hailed the invaluable role of the association in advancing food safety and quality.
A few weeks ago, a kind of incident that happened in India, where about 23 children lost their lives, school children, because of the food they ate in their school, and many more were severely, dehydrated, ill, and all sorts of diseases that came as a result of the food that was consumed in that particular school. In fact, the head mistress had to run away, and because of fear of arrest, although eventually she was arrested.
Talking about accomplishments, the School Nutrition Association, in collaboration with the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education and the National Nutrition Agency, had already developed a national food service guideline. The document serves as the operational rule for the selling of foods in schools. The Education Ministry's coordinating committee gave the document a clean bill of health. The School Nutrition Association is thus tasked with monitoring the compliance and implementation levels of the guidelines by the over 100 member schools across the country. Samuel Ba, Grts.
Now, the monetary policy of the Central Bank of the Gambia met on Thursday, August the 29th, 2013, under the chairmanship of the Governor, Amadou Koli, to discuss recent economic developments and their implications for monetary policy management, as well as review the Central Bank of the Gambia's policy rate. A press release from the Central Bank of the Gambia says the committee discussed developments in the real sector and observed that growth prospects for the economy remain stable, underpinned by the expected recovery in agriculture and strong performance in the tourism sector. The committee also noted that following the modest recovery in 2012 from the 2012 drought, weaknesses in the balance of payments have remained, leading to depreciation of the dollar and rising inflationary pressures. The dispatch issued by Central Bank went on to state that although the committee noted the government's commitment to continue prudent fiscal management and the implementation of the new revenue enhancing measures, the larger than budgeted fiscal deficit has affected progress towards fiscal consolidation and contributed to the widening of the current account deficit. Now, 2 men are in custody at the Keraba police station, helping the police get to know the bottom of a case revolving around the production of false documents. Modu Bajan reports the duo, a Gambian and Nigerian, are alleged to have been involved in this form of organized crime for many years now.
2 suspects allegedly involved in cybercrime, particularly the production of false documents, were recently apprehended by police officers of the Kairaba police station. Police PRO David Kujabe explains that the duo, a Nigerian and his Gambian accomplice, are behind bars for producing documents without authority.
The CID at the Kairaba police station decided to dig deep to find out the source of these false documents, and thank God, on the 26th of August, their efforts paid dividend, and they were able to arrest 2 personnel, namely Adeniran Kazim Adewusi, a Nigerian national, and Alaji Jane, a Gambian national, resident of Wellingara and a former employee of the Guarantee Trust Bank.
The false documents produced by these men are diverse. As the PRO reveals, they include identity cards, school certificates, bank statements, and false visas.
What the police were able to find from their internet cafe, which is KJA Enterprise, located at Latrikunda, was plenty. On the table here we have a lot of documents of various kinds. Here we have documents of forged visas. We have documents of forged residence permits. We even have documents of forged GRA receipts. That is not all. We also have forged documents of bank statements.
The police PRO further revealed that they have been receiving complaints of people using false documents, leading to the arrest and charge of such culprits. However, PRO Kujabi stated that his men are continuously on their toes to nab those behind such crimes.
For long, officials of the Gambia Police Force have received complaints of people tendering false documents of every kind, false documents that range from bank statements, school certificates, even police certificate of character, false documents with letterheads of government departments and so on. And this has been very alarming. Usually what the police do is to arrest people who tender these, but we realized that it was not stopping the problem.
Even the police are not spared in the organized criminal activities of the 2 men, as the fake documents they produce include certificate of character purportedly issued by the police. The men's ability of producing counterfeit documents, as PRO Kujabi mentioned, is serious as his list of false papers continue.
We have forged documents of the Kanifing Municipal Council, forged documents of mask line, sewing bills of loading and so on. Okay? False documents of the Gambia Electrical Group, and even false documents of issuance of land and so on. So the situation here is very, very serious, and this thing has been masterminded by just 2 persons. Now, we have long talked about internet fraud, internet crime, cybercrime, and so on. and we see it here at play.
The suspects, who are former convicts of similar crimes 5 years ago, only receive a fine for their criminal activities.